be the change. I have no complaints whatsoever. Welcome to another day, another message. Spirit, what is the message, overall weather for the message today? Intoxication, distorted view, overindulgence. I mean, that's really easy in this society. These days in society, it's really easy to go into intoxication with all the medicine that is being offered from the healers, like the doctors, and all the stuff that goes into there. There's a lot of intoxication. There's a lot of side effects, treatments that is just adding on intoxication. There is distorted view. There is the distorted view, I would say, with labels, people hating each other for believing a little bit different, people hating each other for not saying the same things. And then, well, we have a mind, we have a body, and we have a soul. Be a good manager of your mind. Take some time out. Feel the inner body. Once you feel the inner body, not the outer body, not the outer body, the inner body. So if you close your eyes and take a moment just to feel your breathing. Filling up those lungs, and then on the inside, feel that subtle energy field. When you focus on that subtle energy field, you will enter into peace within. And so here we got our soul, our presence, our emotions. I'm closing my eyes on this one so I don't cheat. And it's the throat chakra and freedom. Yes, freedom. You know, they call it freedom of speech, but when there are so many secrets in between the lines, freedom of speech might not be as, it might not be freedom of speech anymore. So, Fairy of the Divine Hand is actually pretty cool that it shows up today. Intoxication, distorted view, and overindulgence. And as of one of my personal victories is that 7 years ago today, I quit drinking. I have not had a drink since. And it created a major shift in my life, for sure. So intoxication, distorted view, and overindulgence. In accordance with alcohol, it holds all of that. And also, it can be like addictive behavior and substances. You start to having a piece of candy. You may have some soda, maybe a little junk food. And then before you know it, you have more. It can be judging yourself or others too harshly. It can be negative thinking. It can be giving up too early on exercise and good health practices. It can be gossip. While it can be wickedly delicious to gossip and talk about others, it is a sour aftertaste. And also, it does no good for yourself. So that is a time and energy spent on something that will give you nothing back. And yeah, overindulgence and engaging in this left you feel drained. It will have you feel disoriented and disenchanted. So it's kind of taking you out of your prime, for sure. We got the box. Inside the box, I guess, in our society box, it's okay to drink. Like from where I come from, people be drinking Friday, Saturday, Sunday, sometimes too, and every weekend. That's it, and that's what they do. And then the drugs come in and everything, just adding up, and that's the society, that's the norm, and nobody is questioning it. And so the box can also be like the box, the TV. You watch TV. You're gonna see all the medications. You're gonna see all the commercials about all the medications that you need for all the diseases that you have or probably have. And then you're gonna see all of this. And then in the box is also gossip. There is judgment of others. There is not adhering to our own emotions or our own soul. It's more so aimed to the 3D world and what you're doing, and to do this or that, you have to look a certain way to be accepted, to be good enough. You have to talk a certain way to be accepted, to be good enough. You have to wear your makeup a certain way to be accepted, to be good enough. You have to wear certain clothes, certain brands. There's a lot of stuff going on inside the box, and outside of the box, there's freedom. We got the Fool. And then, so for me, 7 years ago, I started on my fool's journey in regards to the alcohol. And it was the best thing ever. And I'm so glad that I did that. And I don't even miss it a little bit. And so, yes, it's been challenging. Yes, it was scary. Yeah, all of that. But it was the biggest gift in hindsight. Yes, I went on the fool's journey and I ended up with the sun. So stopping doing some of these addictive, negative behaviors that are causing trouble in your life. It can be unhealthy boundaries too, that you don't have the boundaries. You allow people to come in and step over your life and take over your life. And and distorted view, like when you look yourself in the mirror, what do you see? And then we have the resilience card showing up in the body or in the physical. So resilience, I know for a fact that people are so resilient, and your body is capable of healing itself if you allow it. If you allow it to naturally heal and things to naturally fall back into place within your body. Like when you're stressed out, when you are tense and all that stuff, and you're tensing up and all your muscles contract, right? And then there you are, now you have tension there. So unless you allow that tension and you allow to release it, it's gonna sit there. And your body is resilient with that too. It can hold it there for years, like decades, until you, from your mind, put focus on your tensions, allow them to be there, acknowledge them, try and maybe contract or relax and do that a little bit. And you're going to notice a big difference in your body. And the body is just, you can train it, you can feed it, you can also resilient the other way. Like you can go a long way down the drain, which I did. And your body, like my immune system collapsed. I had wounds everywhere. I had no energy. I could not get up. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't hardly walk. My back was killing me. Everything hurt. Everything hurt. And it took me a long time. My body was very resilient, breaking it down. But also, it's very resilient in building back up. But you have to put your effort in, and you have to put your focus on it. Whatever it is that you want to do in this physical, you have the resilience, you can do it. Absolutely can do it. And neither wants passionate action. Sometimes maybe what's it called? Spontaneous, and maybe not that well thought through, because you're acting on passion, you're actually acting on drive, like pure divinely guided passion and drive. Yes, this is, you have momentum, right? And towards the Four of Wands, which is happiness, can be marriage, happiness, gathering, people coming together, success in the area. And so thinking outside the box, trust your resilience. Think outside the box, trust that too. Don't fall into the trap of like society. When I see intoxication, distorted view, and overindulgence, I see almost like the society, the culture that we have, which is so unhealthy that it's, and then there's the other culture, which is very healthy. So the box, move it to the healthy part. The healthy part, that's where you find freedom. That's where you find your own choices. That's where you take your power back. That's when you don't listen to all that stuff over there. And you know, that is the place where people who are wanting to take control over you, they don't want you to be over there because you are easier to control over here. When you're overindulgent, you have a distorted view and you are intoxicated. It's easy to control you. It's easy to tell you what to do. It's easy to show you what you need and all that stuff. And then because you have other areas that are so weakened within yourself, you're going to be more open to accepting whatever it comes or being presented to you. With the throat chakra and freedom, freedom. I release all tears, cry them out. What are the plans? Allow for that new space to open up within yourself. Cry it out. It's okay. It's not going to kill you, though sometimes it might feel like if you start crying, you'll never stop. But just do it anyway, because you will stop. And you will create also a new space within yourself that is allowing for something new to sprout and something new to grow. Release the sadness, the attachment to closing up and playing small. Closing up, closing yourself up, and playing small. I allow my throat to open fully and speak your truth. I open my throat and I allow myself to breathe, sing, laugh, and cry. My voice is an instrument through which I heal myself and others. And the voice is a beautiful instrument, and just think about it, like your voice coming out there, you're thinking a thing and then you're speaking it. It's quite miraculous if you think about it. And I heal. Yep, Four of Swords. Meditation, taking time out to heal. Page of Wands. Starting something new. Taking a new idea. Bringing it into the next step, the next level. You already completed one cycle, and now you're stepping out into another one with passion, with momentum and drive. Inner child. I think sometimes the inner child, so pure, like when you look at the children, like you look at the child, their joy, unless they have very nervous parents. If they have nervous and anxious parents, you can see their anxiety also already when they're this like a year old. But if their parents are confident and calm and they have openness and protection around the child, you can see the purity of their joy and their emotions, and they're just like pure joy, and it's so beautiful. And the inner child, like one, and then you start growing up, and then everything that people be like, all people over here, they're angry, jealous, competitive, negative, depressed, all that stuff. And then they start to interact with you, and maybe they have more confidence over there because they taught them that. And then they are telling you now all these things that are wrong with you, and then you're going to start to more intoxicate yourself. You're going to get a distorted view. You might start to overindulge and all that stuff. And the inner child is screaming for that purity, to bring back that joy and that purity in your life, and have a childlike spirit that always stay curious, joyful, and excited about life. Think outside the box. Know that you are resilient. You have freedom. Speak it. Healing the inner child. Heal the inner child. Away from intoxication, away from distorted view, move away from overindulgence, into freedom, healing, and the inner child. Thank you so much for being here. The beautiful light in me, it honors, it respects, and it loves. The same beautiful light in you. Until next time, namaste.